Like this video right now or you're getting 13 years of bad luck.
Yo, what's good, y'all boys? It is your boy Splashy. Welcome back to your brand new video. So as you guys know, there's a new season. It's season 2 now. And in my opinion, this season is the best season since chapter 2. This season is so good, boys. I've hit some insane clips. I've hit better clips at this season so far than I did in chapter 4 season 1, which is crazy. So in today's video, I'm going to go over all of my current settings that I have. I promise, boys, when I play arena and when I grind, like, bro, I'm clipping everybody in arena. So these settings that I'm about to show you all, boys, are crazy. I'm also not only showing my settings, but I'm going to explain each setting and what I think you guys should turn on and off for this season's mechanics, for this season's graphics, everything you guys need to know. So if you're a beginner or if you're on a high level of playing, this video is going to benefit you. But if you guys go ahead to enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on and like the video. It will mean a lot to me. And also, please, boys, like, if you support me and if you're enjoying the videos and the content and my personality and everything, please follow me on Twitch, boys. I'm gonna start grinding on Twitch so hard very soon. I'm just waiting on my sub badges to be done, and then I'm gonna go live and grind arena and hit clips on stream. But yeah, enjoy the video, boys. Let's get it. Alright, boys, let's start off with video. So I play full screen. I don't play stretch res. However, I might switch to stretch res for a video idea. So if you guys want me to try out any stretch res, let me know in the comments the best stretch res you think is in Fortnite, and I'm gonna try it out for a video. VSync off, boys. Don't have this on. Frame rate 240. You know, I have a 240 hertz monitor, so yes. And I play on performance mode, which is this one. And you can play normal builds or mobile builds, but this is the best for PC, boys. There's also going to be an update on March 22nd. They're going to update the graphics for the game. It's going to be a huge update for PC players, so everything is going to change. So I recommend you guys always have performance on. Full brightness, boys. I recommend this one at 1x. I don't use this at all. Trident 8. You can use this on console, I think, as well. So make sure you guys use the Trident 8 if you want the best graphics, the best looking colors and everything. I play on 3D resolution, view distance near, and textures low. Having these two on low and near is going to give you worse graphics, but it's going to give you better performance, boys. So make sure you guys have these on low and near. Download with high resolution, textures off. I play on mobile builds now, boys, this season because I really want to try out comp. So I'm gonna try my best, and it gives you the best input delay. So yeah, show FPS on, obviously. Toggle sprint and auto open doors on. Now, why I think you should have auto open doors on, boys, is let's say you're getting hit in arena or zones or creative, right? Let's say somebody hits you, and when you're fighting them, and then boom, you're 1 HP. You're trying to, you know, go from box to box. You're building, you're editing, right? You need to get away from the situation and heal up. So when you do that, you know, when you tarp, sometimes you edit in a door. So it will be nice if you just run and open the door whilst, you know, you're sprinting instead of actually having to press open door. So that's why I have auto open doors on. Mantle activation on hold jump, I think, is the best, boys. Hold to swap pickup. This is the best thing if you want to switch between inventory. Like if you have an AR and you have another slot free and you want to pick up a gun that is also an AR, you can just hold it to switch instead of going into your inventory and switching it up. So I just have this on, it just faster. Toggle targeting, I have this on off. Market danger, I have this on. Auto pickup weapons is horrible. Turn this off if you have it on. So these are my preferred slots that I have in game. So I usually play with my SMG or AR on the far right and on the left pump. Whatever you use, it doesn't really matter, boys. Make sure you just have the pump on the first slot, because when you take somebody's wall and then you're gonna go and pump them, the first thing, the first weapon item that's going to appear in your hand after editing or building is going to be your first slot. That's why it's crucial to have a shotgun in the first slot. Auto sort consumables to the right. I personally have this on because when I have like a gun in my hand and I pick up like minis, I like it going all the way to the right so I can sort it out like I want to. Reset building option on. This is super important. If you have like a ramp out and you build ramps, and then you go back to building, it's gonna give you the reset one, which is the wall, and I think that makes it easier. Disable pre-edit option. What this does, it basically makes it so that you fail less edits. Like if you try to edit like triple edits and then sometimes it bugs out at the end when you do the edit, like it edits the wall instead of the floor, then it's because you have this on off and you should turn it on. This is very good for high ping players as well. Turbo building on, obviously. Confirm edit on release. You should turn this on even if you don't, you know, want to get used to confirm edit on release. So basically, just the way you play, just turn this on. Forget that you even turned it on and just play the game, and then you will get way better. And then these don't really matter that much, boys. You can copy them if you want to. I have reticle on. I have reticle ammo indicator off. I think it looks a bit weird, so I turn it off. I have it on cumulative. I think this looks the best, so I have it on this. Reticle damage feedback is off. I just think it's unnecessary. Damage number scale. So if you guys really want the OG like damage when it pops up above the enemy's head and it's like big and it's like the numbers actually show, then you need to turn all this up to 125%, and which I think is the best. HUD scale, I made a video on this. Make sure that your HUD scale is under 65%, boys. This will reduce your input delay a little bit in game, so make sure you don't have this too high up. You guys can copy all of these down. They don't really matter that much. However, all these all the way down right here are just unnecessary, so turn these off. Now we're gonna go into my controller options. So starting off with controller auto run. You should only have auto run on if you're a guy that, you know, when you play the game and you're running an arena, you know, your mom calls you, your brother calls you, you always have something to do. It's nice to have controller auto run so you can run whilst, you know, getting a glass of water or something like that. Build a pro, obviously you need to have this on. Edit hold time 0 for editing speed. Slide hold time, I have it on max because when I build fight, I sometimes accidentally click on, you know, crouch and then I slide. So I think it's kind of annoying to have this on high. Reset camera angles is on pitch. Vibration is on off, boys. Trust me, you need vibration off. You know, I used to play Call of Duty a lot, and all of the pro Call of Duty players used to say, if you have vibration on high, it's actually gonna mess up your aim, and it works the same way on Fortnite. So if you're building and you're shooting, or your controller's vibrating, it's gonna mess up your edits, your builds, your aim, everything. Build mode, I have it on 2.0. Edit mode, I have it on 2.2. I think these are the best. They're not too fast, too slow. These are probably the best for controller. Always use advanced option, boys. I have these two, horizontal and vertical speed on 45. I like it to have it on 45. I recommend controller players to have it between 22-23 to 26-27, between that range. So find your sweet spot, you know, the one that you hit your setting, you know, the one that you hit your shots with the best, and then stick to it. I don't use any of the boosts in Fortnite. Any boost off, boys. Trust me. You can use boost if you're really technical in the game, but it's actually going to throw you off a lot if you're not used to it. So I would recommend not learning it. And if you would like to, and some other YouTubers said learn it, you can do so, but I definitely don't recommend it. Instant boost when building is, I mean, this is optional, but this is like, if you have this on, it's really going to throw you off when you're like into trigger situations. So I would turn it off. ADS speeds 6.6, perfect. Don't have this on too high, boys. If you want perfect aim when you're with AR, sniper, whatever you're using, having it on low percent is actually going to give you way more control. It might be slow, boys, but it's going to give you better aim, and low sensitivity in like ADS games is way better than high. These boosts on 0%. Look dampening time, I have it on 0. I don't like it. I use linear, boys. Now this season actually exponential is pretty good. Like, this is a very good season to use exponential because the pump is basically back in arena. Like, it's different variant, but it actually like plays exactly like the pump shotgun. So exponential is very good for this season, but I'm used to linear, so I'm not gonna, you know, switch and get used to exponential, but I like to have linear on. So if you're playing with exponential, then you should probably stick to it. Unless you feel like your, you know, mechanics are holding you back, then you should definitely go to linear and get better at improving your mechanics. Aim assist strength is 100%. Now I do recommend you guys in creative sometimes to turn this down to like 70 or 50% and get used to it being low. So when you turn it back up and you play arena, you're gonna feel super good with your aim. So that's just a pro tip like that I use sometimes when I'm bored and I'm playing with my friends and I want to get good with my aim. So I turn this down a little bit so I get used to worst aim assist strength, and then when I'm in game I turn it up so I feel like I literally almost have aimbot, which I don't, but you guys get what I mean. Left stick dead zone on 7, right stick dead zone on 8. These used to be 11-11 for me, but I turned them down. And the reason I turned them down because I used to watch now my old videos back in the day when I was super flashy, and I used to remember be so good like at fighting. So when I did 7 and 8 like right now, I became so much better this season. It's honestly insane. I play way better now. So I have this on 7 and 8. If you have a lot of stick drift, I recommend you guys going between 10 to 15. If you're going like above 20%, it might be time to buy a new controller. But yeah, for me right now, I feel good with 7, 8. Foot controller, I made a video on this, but when I turn this down to 25% and I turn it off as well, like when I have these two on off and 25%, it made my like input delay way more smooth, and my gameplay was feeling a lot better. So I don't know what they did to my game, but I just like, ew, just turn it off and turn it to 25%, boys. It doesn't even hurt, it just makes it better, and I can't even explain it. I don't think anyone can explain it. And then we go to audio. I recommend, boys, turn music, dialogue, cinematics, and picture-in-picture to 0%. Like, believe it or not, these actually give you a bit of input delay. So you turning these all the way down will actually benefit you. Voice chat, sound effects, and main are the only thing you guys need. When you go to subtitles, make sure you turn everything to off and low so your input delay gets lowered in game when you're, building and stuff, because this adds unnecessary things to your game. And like, let's be real, if we're grinding arena or pubs, are we really gonna care about subtitles? Unless we actually need it, you know what I mean? So I would turn all these off. Coming into my binds, so I'm now gonna explain something to you boys which a lot of people don't understand. So when I play Fortnite, it actually says on the screen that I edit with circle, but I don't edit with circle. I edit with my L3. As you guys can see, my edit right here is L3. But if I go to my circle, it's switch mode / edit. So what's the difference, and what does this do, and what does edit do? So obviously edit makes, my for game edit, but switch mode / edit does something completely different. Switch mode / edit prioritizes switch mode. So if I click on circle, it will bring up my builds, but I don't use it as my switch mode. I use triangle as my switch mode. So switch mode / edit is just that my circle is gonna appear on the edit button. So as you guys can see, the edit is blue, right? So that means that when I edit, the circle is gonna be the appearance of the editing bind in game. But then when I go into my settings, L3 is going to be the edit bind. So this actually gives you lower input delay. So if you have a bind on your controller that you're not using at all, just put switch mode / edit to that bind, and your editing input delay is actually going to get lowered by a significant amount. And all controller players use this. And if a controller player is not using this, he's missing out. You can do this on console, on PC, probably even Switch, on Nintendo Switch, on mobile. You can do this on anything, so make sure you guys are using this. I know that may have sounded a bit confusing, but rewatch what I just said and actually focus, and I think almost all of you guys will understand. Now, a lot of questions also how I play with X jump and triangle as my switch mode. Basically, I play non-claw with that, but I play with paddles, boys. I use the regular PS4 controller, the one you see on the screen, but I use the PS4 paddles. So a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, for PlayStation, they released these PS4 paddles, like just the attachment. You put it into the controller as a charger, and boom, you got paddles. So I just bought it. I've literally loved this since day one I bought it, and I've used it for 2 years now. That's why I'm so used to it, and it makes me look amazing in game. So if you want to get better and you feel like you're too stiff in game, then get paddle, boys. It's worth it. Alright, boys, so now we go into my edit controls and my reset, my confirm, all that good stuff. So I confirm with L1 and I reset with R1. These are the two fastest things to making your edit so fast. Like when I edit and reset sometimes and I post it on Twitter, or like I post it in my video, some people are actually questioning if I'm on controller because it looks so fast when I reset. And me, I play like 30 ping in game, like in arena, right? So for me, when I look so fast with 30 ping, it looks a bit questionable, but I've played with these binds for so long, boys. I know exactly when I tell y'all boys that these are the best confirm and reset binds you can use on controller. It might take a month to get used to these, but it will be worth it because you get so good at the game. So I recommend everybody switching to confirm on L1 and reset on R1, and you will thank me later, boys. It's literally perfect. Alright, boys, we just went through all the settings in game and I explained as much as I possibly could. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I usually respond to comments that, post immediately when I upload my video, so people will know the game, because I feel like I should prioritize those comments as those people have my notice turned on. So if you guys want me to respond to your comments, make sure you guys turn notifications on so I can see your comment immediately when I post. If you guys have any video ideas that you want to see, any tutorial videos, any arena videos, how to get good in arena, creative, whatever you want to see, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to do so. If you guys found the video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and notifications turned on. Check out my Twitch, link is in the description. And yeah, boys, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace out.